etceteras. Don't act like we're friends with friends, like two guys who need enemas. Someone stole my bike, so I stole someone's tricycle. It's a pain to ride, but I look quite adorable. This is how the world looks through that eye hole in the door. Feel like I'm in a free bowl, maybe
Day for you guys. We have the craziest, most bizarre things from 2026. Not 2026, 2025. I know 2025 is over. I'm a little late, but nothing has happened in 2026. So we're gonna read off some things that happened in 2025, starting with the Katy Perry space flight. The pop star Katy Perry made headlines by joining an all-female astronaut team on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket, making a significant moment in space exploration and celebrity culture. On that flight, Jeff Bezos' wife was on there, and there was just a bunch of female people. It was a female all-female rocket, and a bunch of people went up there, and yeah, it was insane. On the same space flight, I'm pretty sure the 100th either person or woman to go to space went up there in the Blue Origin rocket. So Blue Origin rocket by Jeff Bezos, it's coming out. No will. It's coming out to be a very nice thing. And, I've noticed the top rich people are doing it now with Elon Musk, SpaceX, and now Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin. Soon everybody's going to have their own rocket company, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what we got for the first noble and cultural phenomenon of 2025. We had the wildfires. Now we have floodings. The Texas floodings, devastating flash floods swept through parts of Texas in early July 2025 following intense rainfall over the 4th of July weekend. Some river in Texas rose to the catastrophic speed, overwhelming communities with Kerr County, where summer camp was tragically engulfed. The disaster resulted in more than 120 deaths, with over 150 adults and children were still reported missing in the aftermath. That's wild. I mean, you think of wildfires as, oh my god, we're gonna die in like volcanoes, but you don't think that as much. At least I don't with flash floodings. But then you look at like 120 deaths and 150 people going missing and still missing, and then that's at least 120 of them are dead. That's just crazy. Because you don't think of flash flooding as immediately super serious as wildfires. But then wildfires don't kill at least 120 people, and then sweep up 150 people. I mean, that's just hard to process. I mean, that changed my whole thinking on natural disasters. I mean, all of them are terrible. All of them are miserable. There's no way to stop them. Really, they just happen with like plates moving and crap. There's really no physical way to stop natural disasters. They will just always happen. So yeah, and like it used to be insane. The ice was caused by a volcano covering the earth in smoke for like 2 years. And we're still alive from that, which is crazy. How are we still alive if we couldn't find any food or any animals and everybody was dead for 2 years and then everybody's just still here? A bunch of people a bunch of things went extinct. I'm pretty sure the woolly mammoth went extinct in that because there was no food. All the crops and plants were drying up because there was the earth was ice. And then the animals died from no food or extreme temperatures. So it was just crazy. I don't know how we're still here. So that was a blessing. Thank your ancestors for that. No, that was just wild. All right, for our next thing, we got the first Pope. Leo becomes the first American Pope in history. Following the passing of Pope Francis in April of 2025, a papal conclave convicted of on May 8th, the Cardigans, the people chose an American-born Robert, who took the papal name Leo. Some Roman numeral, I don't know all my Roman numerals. His election marked a historical moment for the Catholic Church as he became the first pope in North America, from North America. So, yeah, I know Pope Francis died. But I knew that, but I didn't know that people from outside, I think it's Brazil that has that, people from outside of South America can be a pope. I didn't know that, because in America, to be the president, you have to be American born. I'm pretty sure. Don't fact check me, but I'm almost positive on that. So I expected that at least most of them would be that, but apparently not. So I guess so. And we got Facebook and Instagram announces the end of fact checking. I just said fact checking on January 7th, which is of this year, I think. I don't know. Holy witchcraft. I don't know if it was this year or last year. On January 7th, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced a pivotal change in content policy, declaring the company would remove third-party fact checking from Facebook and Instagram. The decision dismantled platforms' long-standing system of using independent organizations to verify the accuracy of posts. This move signals a major shift in how social media giants would handle the spread of this information, completely sparked global debate. Personally, if I need to fact check something, I ain't checking Facebook or Instagram. I'm checking Safari or Google or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm checking a web browser, not Facebook and Instagram. And if I had to, I would probably choose Facebook. But yeah, I didn't know that they deleted that. I've never heard anything about that. Therefore, I don't have Facebook or Instagram, so that's probably why it don't really affect me. I'm chilling. But yeah, I'm sorry, chat. You know how at the bottom of your thing on your hold on, look, I got an ad for Roblox. Now, I don't really play Roblox, but Roblox does not sound familiar to me. Let's go play Roblox or Roblox or T-Rex Dino. We got some more. Iran is attacked by Israel because of their alleged nuclear efforts. On June 13th of 2025, Israel launched a major assault on Iran's nuclear program, targeting sites and key personnel on effort to prevent the development of atomic weapons. I agree with that, but I don't agree with assault. Iran related the same day with its own missile and drone attack, sparking 10-day period of direct conflict with escalating casualties on both sides. A fragile ceasefire was broken on June 13th following military interventions by the U.S. through situations remaining high. Okay. So, I agree with not using atomic bombs, with them making nuclear weapons. But I don't think they should, come in and go boom, boom, pew, pew. And, yeah. Iran is just, I've heard they're infamous for that. I ain't gonna take part in that because I don't know what's true and what's not. So, yeah, but that's crazy that Israel attacked them, and on the same day Iran attacked back. Just, they probably had something ready to go. They were like, if we get attacked, we have something ready to go anywhere. So, that's crazy. I've heard about this. Astronauts stranded in space for months return home. After what was planned as a short 8-day mission, NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore became stranded aboard the International Space Station following their arrival in June 2024. President safety issues with their return. Spacecraft led to multiple postponements of their journey home. 2 astronauts finally completed their unexpectedly long mission, returning safely to Earth on March 18, 2025. I've heard about that one. Pretty sure when they got off, they were like completely dizzy and they weren't used to gravity anymore, which is wild. You would think, because you had to go in NASA training for like 10 years, 20 years to be an astronaut. So like 50 years of being on ground, having gravity, you go up for 6 months and you just lose all of that. Kind of crazy. But yeah, that was great. I'm pretty sure when they came out, they had like flat eyeballs or something. They were like flat eyeballers or something. That's crazy. Crazy. But Trump renamed the Gulf of Mexico. In a controversial move in early 2025, President Donald Trump issued the elective order officially renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. The administration stated the change was meant to honor the body of water's economical importance to the United States. The decision prompted immediately internal criticism, partially from Mexico, and created a divisive public reaction. Through some digital platforms like Google Maps quickly adopted the new name. I hate that personally, because I've lived on the Gulf of Mexico for all my life, and I've never heard that, but I've always thought it was the Gulf of Mexico all of this year. I've never heard that it was of the Gulf of America. And how can Trump just do that? Like, I'm not testing his power. I'm not political or any of that. But how can he just do that? That's 2 countries. How can he just do that? I feel like Mexico, it's bigger on Mexico. It's just a little bit on the United States compared to Mexico. So Mexico should be the people to change it. But no, Americans just have that power. So that's crazy. I need to check Google Maps after I'm filming this video. Sorry, I apologize for my mic quality being buns for the past little bit of the video. I'm sorry, but I just checked it. So y'all are just gonna have to live for a little bit. But I was gonna end the video until I saw this. This is insane. The first pig to do a human kidney transplant. That's insane. We gotta read this. On February 4th, 2025, physician scientists at Massachusetts General Hospital achieved a major medical milestone by successfully transplanting a genetically edited pig kidney into a human patient. This first of its kind operation led to a team for Harvard Medical School was handled as a groundbreaking step as the field extra transplantation. The procedure offered new hope for solving the chronological sort of human organ transplant. Now, that lets me think, like, pigs, I wouldn't think a little pig, a huge pig, would be able to transplant with a human. As it said, it was genetically edited, but still, that's insane. That makes me think, when we go to, like, cures for diseases, possums, like, won't get a lot of diseases. Possums, like, literally can't have rabies. So if scientists can, like, find DNA from possums and put it into something, we can probably find, if we don't already have the cure to rabies, we can probably find the cure to rabies from the cure to rabies from possums. Or other diseases from other animals can be cured by other animals, or diseases can be cured by animals. And I mean, like, they can't have matches, but if we look at a bunch of humans, we'd have all those 8 billion possible matches. And then we look at animals, and there's quadruple that, because all the animals. So this is literally groundbreaking. This is insane to think about. The possibilities are endless with this. And the same goes for humans. If an animal needs a transplant, and we have a genetically edited kidney or something from a human, we can transfer it into animals. That's insane. Is that not crazy? Am I the only one that's blowing my mind? Tons of crazy events in 2025. There's going to be even more crazier events in 2026. Just be safe out there, guys. Ooh, Macarena. We just got done talking about Mexico, and I got a Macarena thing in Bajiggy Bob. So, there's going to be a bunch of crazy stuff. Look out. Stay inside. Don't touch grass. Grass is your worst enemy. Yeah. Remember the 3 H's: happy, healthy, and hydrated. Until next time. Peace.